Hey everybody, and welcome back to another book review. So this one, I said it in my last video, I was super excited to get it. I stayed up really late reading it, read it in 8 hours, with a couple body breaks in it. But oh my gosh, the finale to the Children of Blood and Bone series, and that is the Children of Anguish and Anarchy, by Adeyemi. I'm gonna butcher her name. But like honestly, I don't want to put a whole lot of spoilers in here because it is still such a fresh book. Just came out. I think last week is when it came out, and I had it auto shipped to me, so like I don't actually know the release date. But oh gosh, so for those of you that don't remember, in the other two books we've been following, Zaylee and her friends Amari and Enan and Zane, Zaylee's brother. And they grow up in a country of Arisha, where there is magic, but magic has kind of been dormant for a very long time. And so it is up to Zaylee and her friends to bring magic back. And so they do that. And then it's a matter of like figuring out like what they do with their magic in the second book. And then at the end of the second book, there is a huge cliffhanger of them being kidnapped, as far as we know. And so it had such a cliffhanger that like every person I've talked to, all of my coworkers and all of my friends, we were all just like at the end of it. And so we were all very excited for the third book. So the third book comes out, and it does not hold back on the punches. It starts off with a bang. You figure out where they're at and what's going on. And it's just like pow, 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 pow. I mean, just hitting you all over the hood. I felt, though, that there was a huge shift in this book. And I think it still worked. I do wish the book had been a little bit longer, or that the characters that did all the kidnapping, the mercenaries that were in the other books, I wish that there was more cohesiveness with the two. It just, like, it made complete sense if you've read the other books, but like it also didn't make sense because like I just felt like there was a piece missing. There was no kind of main motive. Like I wanted there to be some major foreshadowing in at least the second book, if not the first and the second. I don't feel like there was enough foreshadowing to get us to the point of the third book where there's like a whole other group of people. And I think that's what really kind of threw me off is in this book. It's still and I'll get to my rating in a minute, but like there's a whole other group of people, or two other groups of people, and the people that live in Arisha, they had no idea really that there were these other groups that could possess any kind of magic like what they do, let alone that they might be coming to hurt them. And so they figure out that like, oh, there have been people that have been stolen off of our land and we don't know where they've gone, and come to find out it's this group. But it didn't tie it all together for me. And I wanted it to so bad. That said, I'm still giving it a 5 out of 5 because of all the punches. I mean, just came out slinging at the top of the book. I texted my best friend when I was about 60 or so pages in it, and I was like, when and if they ever make this into a movie, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch this. Rated MA for violence. Like it, whew. Like even just reading it, I was just like, oh my gosh. Just like it took, like all the other books have quite a bit of violence in them and a lot of like punches, and stuff, lots of bloodthirsty and crazy, but this one like went over that, and I was just like, oh okay. But yeah, it's so good. 5 out of 5. It was a good ending to a series. I will say that it was a good ending to a series. It mostly made sense for all the main characters of kind of where they wound up and how they got to that point. There were a few that I was like, I don't know. A few that it kind of felt like were a little bit rushed, a little bit not given their due in terms of you've taken all of this effort to describe and develop, and it just happens so fast. Yeah, because the book is like around about 350 pages, double spaced. So it's not in comparison to the others, it's not as long of a book. But even still, I needed like another 100 pages. I mean, low key, because there was some stuff that I just felt like it's just hanging out there in the ether. And I needed to be in the book. But that said, such a good finale to the series. I really look forward. I know there's tons and tons of rumors about who's going to be in the movie, TV show, whatever they come up with. I know that they already have the deal in the works, and it has been since the first book came out. But this would be a hard one. You know, there's rumors of Cynthia Erivo, which I am not opposed to her being in the movie. I'm opposed to her being the main character. I mean, if I had my dream cast, I honestly can't pick Azalea yet. You know, it's just like there's so many options. Like I thought I had one, and then I read this book, and I was like, I don't know if I actually do have a person for this character. I would love for them to maybe find somebody newer, somebody who's not been in a whole ton of things. I am dead set on Zendaya being Amari. Like that has been since day one. Like since they first described her, I was like, can it be Zendaya? But I would also be cool with Amanda Stalberg. Like they would be awesome in this, even if not a main character. Like throw them in there somewhere. Kit Young is a favorite of mine, just in general, just as like as an actor. I could see him being Enon, although he's a little more tall and lengthy, but I just think he would be a fun kind of brother sister thing with Zendaya. Oh, that would be so awesome. There's so many characters in this movie would be just a masterclass in Black excellence. It would, if done right, it would rival Black Panther. Like if done right. I mean, heck, I would take the entire Black Panther cast and put them in this. There's just so many ways that this can go. And so I really, really look forward to whenever they get movies going and all that. And despite whatever the violence is, I'm gonna have to sit through it because I have to support it. It's just so good. Yeah. I mean, I can't. Again, I'm trying not to give tons of spoilers. I just can't say enough good things about Tomi Adeyemi and what she has created in the world. I mean, it's the Black Harry Potter. It's so good. So good. I, like, you know, when we were all reading Harry Potter, I want to be a Slytherin. Like, absolutely. Like, I want to be a Magi. I'm still torn because I'm like, I'm kind of a tighter, but I'm also kind of a grounder. So, like, is there a blending of the two? You know, like I really like that. I'm not a burner, definitely not a burner. But it's oh gosh, I can't even like form coherent sentences. It's so good. So yeah, there you have it. Read it in 8 hours. Stayed up really late. It was so good. So I hope you all get to go out and read it again. The finale to Children of Blood and Bone, which is Children of Anguish and Anarchy, is the third book. by Tomi Adeyemi. Yeah, go out and get it. Go out and get it before they make a movie. I'm telling you. Like, go out and get it. It's so good. So good. See you guys. And they don't send me any more book requests right now. I need to have a moment after reading this. But I will see you guys in the next book review. Bye.